Once upon a time, in the peaceful village of Umunze, there lived a young man named Tjok. As the Opara, the first son of his family, he carried the burden of high expectations. His father wanted him to take over the family farms, and his mother dreamed of him leading the lineage through strength and tradition. But Tjok's heart beat to a different rhythm. Unlike the other boys who thrived on wrestling, hunting, and training in the art of war, Tjok was not fond of fighting. He detested violence and often disappeared into the forest to be alone with his thoughts. He believed strength should come from wisdom, not muscle, and his reluctance to join the warrior ranks earned him scorn from his peers and disappointment from his elders. Despite his physical strength and agility, Tjok refused to lift a weapon unless absolutely necessary. This made him the subject of ridicule. A lion afraid of its own roar, they'd laugh. But he was content with solitude and spent his time studying the stars and learning the stories of the ancestors. The village chief, Okeke, a proud war veteran, saw Tjok's refusal as an insult to Umunze's warrior heritage. To Okeke, every young man had a duty to defend the land. He feared Tjok's attitude might spread among the youth. One year, a great drought swept the land. Crops failed, rivers dried up, and hunger crawled into every home. The villagers, desperate and frightened, began pointing fingers. Chief Okeke, eager to blame someone, declared that the gods were angry because the village allowed a strong young man like Tjok to reject his purpose. He decreed that Tjok must join the other warriors to guard the fields and dig trenches to protect the remaining crops. Tjok obeyed, not out of fear, but out of love for his people. Every day he worked under the scorching sun, lifting heavy stones and digging earth with blistered hands. But at night, instead of resting, he went into the forest to train. Not with weapons, but in self-discipline and strategy. He studied ancient warrior scrolls and taught himself to fight in ways that were not just physical, but deeply intellectual. His movements became precise. His thoughts sharp. One evening, as he was training silently beneath the moonlight, a young maiden named Adora watched from the shadows. She was the daughter of a passing merchant and had stayed in Umunze during the drought. She admired Tjok's quiet strength and the grace with which he moved. Moved by what she saw, Adora convinced Tjok to teach other young villagers what he had learned, not just how to fight, but why and when. Secretly, a small group began to gather under his guidance. Word spread, and slowly, even the warriors began to listen. When a band of raiders threatened the village one night, Chief Okeke gathered his warriors to prepare for battle. But it was Tjok who devised the plan that saved Umunze. He led a small team through a hidden path to outmaneuver the attackers. They lit decoys, created traps, and used strategy over brute force. The raiders were defeated without the loss of a single villager. The next day, the villagers gathered to praise the warriors, but chants of Tjok filled the air. Chief Okeke, having witnessed his bravery, called Tjok forward. Before the whole village, he removed his warrior's necklace and placed it around Tjok's neck. "You have shown us a new path," he said, "the path of the wise warrior." Tjok was named the new war sage of Umunze, a title never before given to someone so young. His duties were to train, protect, and advise. He became a symbol of hope, but peace did not last. With the drought lingering, the village needed aid. Once again, Tjok was chosen to lead a delegation to neighboring Amagons. The journey was treacherous, the roads unforgiving. At one point, they were ambushed by thieves. This time, Tjok fought back, not with rage, but with tactics. He disarmed the leader and spared him, earning their surrender. In Amagons, the villagers were wary. But when Tjok knelt before their elder, Izudo, and recounted their struggles, he did not beg. He offered trade, alliance, and knowledge. His words were powerful. Izudo agreed to help, offering food and techniques to improve their irrigation. The delegation returned home as heroes. Once again, Tjok's leadership had saved them, but not all hearts were at peace. Obi, son of the blacksmith, grew envious. He had always dreamed of being the one to save the village. He began to spread rumors, saying Tjok used forbidden powers. At the village council, Obi accused Tjok publicly. Tjok did not argue. He simply invited Obi to train with him. Adora stepped forward and read from her journal, recounting every detail of their journey. The truth silenced all doubts. Ashamed, Obi knelt and apologized. Tjok forgave him and offered him a place among his students. As seasons passed, Tjok's wisdom spread across the region. One day, a royal guard arrived with a message from the Egui of Enugu. The great king had heard of Tjok and summoned him. With Adora by his side, Tjok embarked on his most important journey. They faced danger, wild animals, and bandits, but Tjok's strength and wisdom guided them. When they reached the palace, Tjok was asked to present his teachings before the Egui. Under the grand pillars of the palace, he demonstrated not just fighting stances, but philosophies of balance, mercy, and duty. The Egui was impressed. He named Tjok Defender of the Realm, a royal title reserved for warriors of unmatched wisdom and skill. Did you enjoy the tale of Tjok the warrior? Give this video a thumbs up if you were inspired by his journey. Comment below with the lesson you learned or your favorite moment. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another magical African folklore story. Share this video to support our mission of preserving the heart of African culture through storytelling. Until next time, traveler, stay strong, stay wise, and let the ancestors guide you.